Hey YouTube land, Mel here. I've been making 300 blackout brass. Yep, the venerable 300 AAC blackout. Now, the fun part about making blackout brass is it's easy, but if you're cheap, it can be kind of cumbersome and annoying. So the first thing I did was grab my old brass bucket. And it's all the brass that I won't reload or it's got a problem or something wrong with it. And I found 223 brass in there that found problems with just the case mouth. So, hey, since I was cutting that off anyways, yeah, let's reuse that for our 300 blackout. So first thing I did is I used my little Dremel tool there to cut the heads off. And as you can see, I got a bunch of heads cut off. So then once you cut all those heads off, now you can take this thing and you can throw it right through your blackout press. Now, a couple things I learned about putting this in a blackout die. Cases are going to get stuck a lot. And when a case gets stuck, you got to use your case removal tool to get it out. But now here's the fun thing. So what you usually do is you just drill that out, use the little die to, the little die there. Use the die to, set it up. That way you can put this screw in there and screw it down, pop it out. Works great. Nice tool from RCBS. Now here's the first problem. You're not going to be able to drill out your shell because these are so small. What's going to happen is that decapping pin is going to be stuck in there. So the first trick to doing this stuff is decap all that 223 brass on a 223 die, then cut the heads off, then take the decapping pin out of your 300 blackout die. If you don't, your die is going to look like mine because you're going to beat the living hell out of it trying to get around that decapping pin in order to drill that thing to get the shell out and do all those kind of things. So don't wreck your dies. Take the decapping pin out. It'll be much easier. So once the decapping pin's out, much easier to just drill it, pull it, it's fine. But you're still going to run into one other problem. There is, the screw that comes with this is too long. So what I did is I just jammed my box end wrench underneath it, kind of used it as like a big set of washers. So heads up, get some washers, get something, but you're going to have to put something in there to get some more width in there because this screw is just too long. And it will screw down and it'll actually hit the expanding ball. So, and there's no place for that expanding ball to go inside the die, so you're just stuck. So, you're going to have to use a set of washers, or like I did, get cheap and use a box end wrench. All that stuff works. But, in the end, yes, you can turn 223 brass into 300 blackout. It's a real pain. Oh, and the next special hell that comes in, so this is my trimmer. You know what's real fun about this? When you take the brass and you put it in here, normally you got a nice chunk of brass to hang on to. This goes in so far, you got just this little itty bitty bit of brass to go, and it's going to rip right out of your hand. So you got to get that drill moving really fast, and that way you can take these off and get them trimmed down to the length you want. But hey, this is the only actual 300 blackout piece of brass I own. But now, all these 223 pieces, they also are now 300 blackout. So it can be done. Probably got the tools laying around to get it done yourself. So if you don't want to go hunting on the range for 300 blackout brass, you just want to make your own out of your old 223, can be done. But be careful. Remove that decapping pin. Anyways, that's all I got. Take care all.